today I'll be reviewing this beautiful rose gold Daytona chocolate dial. And yes, you will no longer see this on the website because it's officially discontinued. So let's get into this. So this is a 40 millimeter watch. So all the Daytonas are 40 millimeters. We have here the black ceramic. Now you might be wondering, Mo, why is it all wrapped up? Well, gold is a very soft metal, and this being discontinued and actually fully stickered. When we say fully stickered, we mean there's stickers here, stickers here, stickers here. We just need to protect the watch because this obviously, because it's discontinued, it is high in value. We have here stickers inside also. You can see where the green is. We like to put this plastic on top of it just, not to have any damages. I would love to open and show it for you guys in the review, but gold is honestly very, very soft, and especially with rose gold, it really pops out. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is that on the markers, obviously the luminous, beautiful. But the beautiful thing about this is the attention to details. If you look at the subdials, the borders, the edges of all the markers, it's all made out of rose gold. Like everything is rose gold. And then you have chocolate. And here the chocolate is a sundust dial chocolate. Sundust meaning it's reflective. So if I go like that, you'll see different shades of chocolate. Or people would say different shades of brown, but you know what I mean. Again, I think this and the Pikachu would be my two favorite. If I go rose gold, I'd go chocolate dial. And if I'd go yellow gold, I'd go Pikachu. So basically it's the three Pikachus. The subdials are in black and the dial is in yellow gold to match the outside in yellow gold. That's why it's called a Pikachu. I honestly love it. With the Oyster Flex, so here the bracelet's made out of Oyster Flex. So if you guys don't know how Oyster Flex works, here you have, example here, Rolex F and Rolex D. So these are basically sizes of the wrist that you're able to change the rubber at the Rolex store. So the way they do it is they call it the 12 o'clock bracelet and the 6 o'clock. And they basically measure your wrist. I think this is too small for me to put on. Yeah, it is. They basically measure your wrist and then they'll see the right sizes, and then you're able to get the right rubber size for your watch. And this you're able to do it at the store. You do have to pay for it when you do change it. From our experience, you usually keep one and then they change the other. I think the top one, the 12 o'clock, stays the same, and then only this one becomes bigger. But yeah, so that's how the Oyster Flex works. Cool thing about Oyster Flex, two things. Number one, inside of this is titanium. It's honestly like super, super, super comfortable. And they also have this airflow chamber. So they have inside here an airflow chamber. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's like it's opening up. But basically there's a flow here. So your hand, so for your wrist, when it sweats, it brings it air. So it remains always comfortable. I think in terms of rubber straps, the Oyster Flex for me is the best. I wish they could bring this to stainless steel models, but unfortunately they don't. It's only for all the gold models, even platinum if they had it, but platinum's pretty heavy. I'm not sure if that would work, but yeah, so you could only get Oyster Flex on all the gold models. But for me, it's my favorite. I would think, like in terms of comfort, the Oyster Flex does an amazing job if you like rubber. Jubilee is still up there for me actually. Example, trying on different Aquanauts, the rubber is just flat, you feel it on it. However, the weight difference is not as heavy. I have to admit that some of the Aquanauts are lighter. So the one downside about the Daytona, no date. So I actually recently delivered a Daytona to a client, and he's like, the main thing why he actually wanted to buy the Daytona was because it had no date. And they just were constantly fed up of changing and adjusting the date on their watch. If that's the case for you, Daytona would be an amazing option. And here, again, it's wrapped, but how it works, you just unscrew it, you open it, and you just set the time. First one, obviously, is to wind. The second one is to adjust the time. Here, you'd also have to unscrew this, the top, unscrew the bottom, and that's to start the chrono. Down here, this one is the seconds. Then here at the top with the arrow, that's for the chrono. So when you press this is start, you'll find that the second hand will start ticking. And then when you stop, the second hand will stop. And then to reset, you press the bottom one. Again, you have to unscrew these two buttons to use the chronograph. The reason for it, obviously, these are waterproof watches, so they want to make sure that no water comes into the mechanism, so they had a screw on, screw off. A big mistake a lot of clients make when they have their Daytona, it's the first thing they do when they call me, is like, Mo, the chrono's not working. I'm like, well, is the watch winded? So did you wind your watch? So if you wind the watch, then the chrono will work. But most time, and again, you would know it's winded or not because the second hand here is on the bottom. So if you see it's still like on the two top, then basically then you know it's not working. So then you just have to unscrew it, wind it a few times, and then put it back in, and then your chrono will work and your time will work. But a way to figure that out is by the bottom sub dial to see if the seconds are working. So again, this is the Daytona chocolate dial. This is a discontinued reference. They discontinued this. So yeah, so this is a discontinued model. They discontinued this in 2023. Gorgeous, gorgeous watch. Again, they only discontinued the dial, not the watch model, only the dial. And yeah, so if you're looking for this watch or any other watch, reach out to us on our website, bigmowatches.com. If it's this one, the Pikachu, or any other watch, Pepsi, Submariner, APs, Patek, RMs, let us know, and it'll be our pleasure to help you source the watch. Thanks again for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day.